Parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Need steak knife item, investigate it. How about just leave? How about do that? Knowledge check success. All nearby trees are connected underground. The main branch leads east. You make a mental note to avoid the region. Plus 5 experience, okay. So actually that worked out for us. Also, yeah, I was told to pay attention to these. This shows me how many spells or items I am allowed to carry. Like right now, I have 2 items out of the 4 I'm allowed to carry right now. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and burn this. All the paths look the same. Are you lost? Yeah, very! Site of the ritual. The rumored witch house seems empty. In the basement, however, you find a camera pointed at the large hole in the ground. On the table next to the camera, you see 3 cassettes, each titled after one of the missing friends. Then, you hear a curious sound coming from the hole. Take cassettes and run, or peek inside. This seems like a fantastic idea. What you got in there? You kneel down and lean forward to see what's inside the hole. It takes a while to process what you are looking at. It's a gigantic eye staring right at you. Hypnotized, you continue to lean in, feeling weaker and weaker as the gargantuan beast lures you in. Lose consciousness. At the very last moment, the suspicious tall man grabs you by the collar. He explains he is a part of a cult protecting the house and the mysterious entity below it. You've got a bigger purpose than to die here, he says before knocking you out. So it wasn't a conscious decision to lose consciousness. You wake up a few hours later on a bus heading back to your town. Freaky feature of found footage ending B. Okay. I. The forest is restless. Knowledge is key, 30 experience, thorough investigation, 15 experience, minus 3 doom, plus 1 reason and stamina, plus 1 day. Alright. So we got the middle ending there. Fair enough. The old god stirs. Fetid fumes. The air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. Your rest action is less effective. Alright. Which, technically, we don't really want to rest if we can help it anyway, because of the doom penalty on that being raised by Goizo. So, not great, but not horrible, if we can avoid doing that. First key get. Okay. Yeah, we need reason. It's always reason. It feels like most of my runs, stamina hasn't been the major issue. Or was it that way on the first run, actually? I know Haru, it was definitely reason, and ever since it's been that way, I don't think the game's ever looked back. Okay, nothing going on out here. Another day begins. Alright. Alarming account of abnormal arms. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. The door to her apartment was closed and she lived alone. What other ways in are there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats? Abnormal anatomy. Investigate the hospital location twice to complete this quest. Alright. To the hospital with us. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. Brace yourself. Luck check failure. Elevator doors open, revealing a black mass of eyes and teeth pouring into the elevator, biting and suffocating you. Later, you wake up in a doctor's office. A nurse discovered you lying unconscious on the elevator floor, -3 reason. I have a feeling this is where we are probably not going to get past. Okay, hospital once again. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determined the causes of death. Pull the cloth off the dissection table, search the cabinet, check out the freezer. None of these sound like a really great idea. But let's search the cabinet. Perception check failure. Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer. Too late, you realize it's a rusty scalpel blade and you cut yourself badly. -2 stamina. At least it wasn't reason. I say as they take reason away anyway. Anatomical Museum Archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason. Thank you. You got any more of those candles? Could use some candles. Cursed cartridge. Technology amulet. Thrown items deal extra damage. Don't know that I really have enough items to make that worth my while, though. Ritual dagger. Cursed doll. Toy occult. Use, deal 4 to 6 damage, costs 1 to 2 stamina. There's part of me that's sorely tempted to just go ahead and buy this and hope that it recharges some reason. I have 7 funds and not much reason left, so hey, spend the money while you got it. Okay, investigate downtown. Yes, look at the dagger. Okay, so it is faster, but has slightly less chance to hit. But I was already guaranteeing hits with the scalpel. So yeah, we'll try this out. It's the same damage-wise. Feeling like you're on the brink of losing your mind, you decide to visit your parents' old friend, Father Yasugi. "Hey kiddo," says the priest, who's currently moving some boxes in and out of the church building. "Could you lend me a hand?" If memory serves, this exchanges some stamina for reason, which, yeah. Lifting the box, you feel your back cracking, but you manage to get it all over with relatively quickly. Afterwards, Father Yasugi invites you inside for a cup of hot tea and home-baked cookies made by one of the parishioners. You explain your situation to him. The priest listens, letting you vent all of your doubts and anxiety, +3 reason, -1 stamina. Fair trade. Look at this. I am 1 experience off from leveling up. Game be trollin'. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. There is no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Wired Preacher. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The Master? "The day of reckoning is coming," says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello? Are you still there? Hanging up immediately is just purely loss of reason, I remember that. Listen to the man. That was also loss of reason, but we lose some doom. You learn some useful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was the truth, humanity is doomed. Okay, so we lose 5 doom, but we also lost the 3 reason we just got from Father Yasugi. Thanks, game! We can level up at least. Yeah, we're definitely taking reason up. Okay, first aid. Defeating an enemy regains 2 reason. At this point, yes. Okay, anatomy class. Extra damage against human enemies. Art knowledge, +1 perception, you've got an eye for art and details. At this point, first aid. Because at this point, we get 2 reason every time we beat an enemy, Plus, our ritual dagger gives us a chance at gaining even more, so that seems like a good synergy. So first aid and reason. Maybe that'll be a good thing for us. You notice the odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through, though. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Read the letters, check them later. Check the mail. Luck check failure. Staying up late investigating the current case has really increased your electricity bill, -2 funds. We can afford it. And honestly, we're okay as far as equipment. Usually, after all, it is just weapons I tend to buy. You should interview the neighbors. Maybe you'll discover something the police missed. Unfinished painting. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing, and you struggle to look at it. We don't even have an option on this one. I would have taken this as, oh sure, you show me a painting after I turned down the art knowledge, but nope. Charisma check success. Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you new insight into the madness that possessed your friend, +5 experience. Okay, that worked out. I'll take it. One neighbor is complaining about her underwear missing. Well, that sounds like a personal problem. On many levels. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip but grab the railing in the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in terror. It is slowly standing up. Twisted corpse. And I can't use weapons. That is not ideal. I could technically win in 3 turns by severing their ties to our world, I guess? But I'd be losing 3 reason every turn. Otherwise, it's just... Yeah, because this only does 9 damage, so... Severing ties, it still wouldn't take him out in the next turn, unfortunately. Oh, actually, I can do this twice. So yeah, that would be 10 down, and then 1 more turn to finish it. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so Twisted Corpse takes a step back. So, I should be good with this. Or wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. I just want to spy on you. Oh, I don't get to. Okay. Wasn't sure if it would just go through the rest of the turn anyway. So we've defeated the Twisted Corpse, +8 experience. And yeah, I got 2 reason back from first aid. So, basically... I didn't actually lose anything, but I didn't gain anything either other than the experience. Which, where are we on that? We're only at 18, okay. Second neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's at home. Well, these apartments just sound wonderful. Raining blood. Woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She's taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. Trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. I believe check the bathroom is a knowledge check, which that is our best stat. Calm her down did not work well when I tried that. Knowledge check, failure, you don't find anything. The smell of blood makes you weak, -1 stamina. Could have been worse. Could have been better, could have been worse. Let's check the building plan to find out if there's a place where all the vents connect. Vending machine. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of sodas inside, but you really could use a drink. The most expensive one didn't really seem to do anything special for me. Let's get the cheapest one. Dex check failure. You buy a can of off-brand soda, and when you reach for it, something inside the machine catches your hand. You have to jerk it out, injuring yourself, +1 injury. Broken jaw? You can't cast any spells. Well, I wasn't really planning on it, so I'm okay with that, but begs the question. How did I break my jaw pulling something out of the vending machine? Did I grab the drink, try and pull my hand out, and it came out so fast and so hard that I punched myself in the face? That's the only way I can interpret this. Every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. Check the vent. Huh? Oh! Hi! You almost fall to the ground when you see the wide-open stare of the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing in the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth you find a tiny key. Can be used to open certain locks. Important. Item. Okay. After the police have arrived, the whole building was searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in a ventilation shaft. Later, he's identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeur photos of the tenants. You're questioned thoroughly and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Alarming account of abnormal arms. Ending A. Okay, so knowledge is key, thorough investigation, total of 45 experience, -3 doom, +1 reason and stamina, +1 day. Alright. And we have a key. For some reason, that isn't one of the small keys. The old god stirs. Store closed. The friendly dog disappeared last night. You'll have to find a new place to buy equipment. Okay. I wasn't overly planning on going back there, so I'm okay with this. I'm not okay with the dog vanishing, because we know what replaces it. Second key. Someone is standing in the shadow watching your door. Hi there. Okay. Yeah, we still need more reason. We're doing alright as far as stamina and reason. Doesn't say what specifically this unlocks. I'm gonna put the bottle away for now, as well as the scalpel. As a precaution, I'm going to keep the tiny key on my person. And let's continue on. The Beckoning Bulletin. We are missing the worst ending on this one, which, I mean, I have my guess as to what it's going to be. And that's just once we get to the end of it, just pick the I don't want to die option. That's my working theory. We've gone through this mystery fairly recently, so I'm just going to try and rush through it. We're not going to, like, spend too much time examining stuff. we'll do the thorough investigation just for the experience. But yeah, as usual, the major trigger warning for this one. Okay, so yeah, investigate forest twice. Tree. Wish granting tree. Curse for various bonuses. I don't know that I want to risk that, actually. Interesting to know what it is, though. Maybe some other time. We're doing okay on the run for now to where I don't really want to gamble with that. Resting place. It's said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it. I don't have the hermit ally. Tap into his power, or it's too risky. Let's tap into his power. Knowledge check failure. You feel you've attracted the attention of something terrible. +2 doom. Alright, could have been worse. I'm guessing if you succeed, you probably just get a spell from that, which I can't use those right now because my jaw's broken, so it would have just been some extra reason. That was my thought process there. Strange markings. Sunstorm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave's walls. We don't have the flashlight. Knowledge check failure. You wonder what it could all mean. Resolve this event. Didn't see anything happen as far as my stats on that one. Okay, after searching deep in the woods for some time, you discover the body of a young student clutching a note plus item. Listen to the voice of humanity. We've been through that. Into storage with you. And let's carry on with investigating what we're actually supposed to.